Welcome to another episode of The American Dream, a show that's unscripted, that combats negative media, commercial-free. If you get anything out of today's show, it's about dreaming big. Let's start the show right now.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about this show? It's totally unscripted.
So when we talk about this show, The American Dream, a big piece of it is how it's a mindset, not a circumstance. I don't know if there's anyone who better illustrates it than a guy named Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is a guy who came from nothing. He's built a successful empire that sells books, products, coaching, overall just a very inspirational guy. So we're here in Miami and we're sitting in a bank. Now, what you don't know is the bank, actually all this commercial space, Grant just bought it. So we're gonna go meet Grant, we're gonna walk around, show his company culture, get to know his story a little bit better, and then we're gonna go visit his private jet. So this should be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and let's check this out. Follow me.
So let me bring you back here, Craig.
Okay.
So this is our e-commerce right here. We'll do about maybe 40 this year.
Snap a few shots and everything.
And so, hey, Ryan Setko, how you doing? Amazing. He's a pilot and works in the real estate. He's moved from phones to pilot to we're going to raise $1 billion in cash for real estate deals. So we bought this building and we're blowing out all the way to that side. I need all the room in it. Yeah, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Hey, so this is the boiler room right here, okay? These guys are making phone calls all day long, cold calls, warm calls, and follow-up calls. Hey, guys, say hi to Craig, will you? That's how we roll, dog. That's how we roll.
Love it. Hey, let me give 2 claps to the Ric Flair!
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm Kara Kay with The American Dream. I get to meet with Ryan Serhant of $1 Million Listing. It's an exclusive interview and it's one you won't want to miss. Are you ready to cheers to your book and all your success?
Sure.
Okay.
Are we drinking this?
Yeah, I mean.
Are we chugging it?
I know nothing about wine. I'm Kara Kay, and today I get to speak with Ryan Serhant. He is here in San Diego promoting his book. We are excited to read it. You do so well in real estate, and you know the power of media and TV. Thank you again for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
With the wine in the wine room.
It couldn't be classier, in my opinion.
I know, it's very classy. I should have worn a tie.
So I know that you know the importance of TV and media. How important do you think that is in real estate today?
I think media is incredibly important in all businesses. I think any business that does anything for marketing in any way, shape, or form is now a media company. I mean, if you're a real estate brokerage like I am in New York City, we don't build the apartments, we don't build the buildings. We're not really real estate brokers, we're media brokers, right? I find different ways to market my properties via media. And so for me, television has been huge, and now we do a lot through the digital space, right? You can see that a lot of networks are going digital. I have a YouTube vlog now, just to try to hit a different, a different viewer base. It's really important.
Sure, I think you of all people know the importance of getting exposure to listings, which is why you've gotten into TV and media. Now talk about the transition into how important it is to be social as well as on TV.
Yeah, I think that if you're a salesperson, right, which is what the book is for, is anybody who sells anything, you're really selling yourself, right? You're creating a relationship. You sometimes have to talk about the product. Sometimes you have to go into the price. Sometimes you have to go into the features. You need to have all that information, but that's what you need to do. That's the job, right? Everything else, especially through social media, especially through different forms of media, is building that relationship passively, right? This, you and I talking right now, is an active communication, building a relationship. But I can hit so many more people through social, through YouTube, through LinkedIn articles. People talk about passive income all the time. For salespeople and for a lot of people in our generation, kind of the the gig generation, we have passive relationships are passive income, because those will turn into other sources of work for us down the line, and we just don't even know what they are.
If you are talking to a realtor who really wants to make it tomorrow and in the future, what advice would you give them?
I am always blown away when I meet new salespeople, especially real estate agents, who post on Instagram once a month, who aren't doing anything on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter, and they say, well, that's not really me. Well, then the job isn't really you.
Thank you for watching. Link, subscribe, you know what to do. Oh.
Like and subscribe.
Oh.
Not like and subscribe.
You can't sit there and complain about not having business, or sit there and complain about how the market's so tough, if you're not actively doing things that are under your control. And what's under your control is putting out media. There's so many different places to absorb content these days, and so many real places to hit real people, to target them directly in your neighborhood, on your block, like that age group. It's all about consistency too, right? It's a really, really important word, and it takes a long time. Like for me, it took me 3 years before I stopped thinking about quitting real estate every day. It was tough. And same thing for social media and all forms of media. Like, you have to be consistent with what you put out there all the time, and that way people know what to look for.
Now, what do you guys think as a team? What does the American dream, I guess, mean to you in your office?
It's freedom of choice to be able to own a home if you want, or rent a home if you want, or to be able to have this job or this opportunity or that opportunity without repercussion, other than your own expectations and your own stress that you put on yourself. I really do think that everybody has that thing in their stomach that is trying to get them to that next level in their life that they actually can take control of, but not everybody wants it. And that's the one thing I can't teach. Like, I can teach a lot in the book about how to find what your motivation is, how to find what's going to wake you up every day, how to find what's going to help you make a little bit of extra money every single month, but I can't teach you to want more for yourself. You have to want that on your own. So we're cheersing to the American dream?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that again.
Okay.
So it's like for real.
Okay,
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
To the American dream.
Am I supposed to drink more?
No.
Okay.
How did we do? I am infamously terrible at alcohol.
I'm a real dude, and
So where are we? What is this here?
this is the e-commerce department. So we do about 40 million out of here.
Okay, so
Everything: Facebook, Instagram, webinars.
What is the product line?
So the
Coaching.
the product line's everything from 10x hat, $20, cufflinks, to $80,000 program right here. So this is educational. This is what I started with. I was basically educating sales organizations, big companies, like from banks to car dealers, car manufacturers, on how to handle a customer differently. So he's doing a video Skype conference call. Let's go back and see. Hey guys, how's it going, guys?
They can hear you.
What's up, baby?
Hey, you guys are awesome, man. I got my little glow on. How do I look?
You're looking good. You look amazing.
Dave's got a little light filter here.
For that.
Hey, really appreciate you guys. William, Jason, Elliot, Amanda, Lauren, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being a customer. Anything we can do to help you guys, let us know, all right? Okay, thank you. So that's how we support our customers, through Skype calls, Zoom, video conference.
What's up here?
This is a stat board. Okay, this is Jeremy's made 110 calls. George Badia's got 2 minutes and 44 seconds, 2 hours and 44 minutes of talk time already.
You guys need anything? Let us know in between.
Corey Gill, I don't know where Corey Gill, where you at, Corey Gill? 2 appointments set, man? Did you set them both? Your mom and your uncle.
I'm not doing the power.
Come on, man, come on.
Thanks for joining us. You're watching The American Dream, and today's guest is #1 top agent in St. Charles, Susan Brewer of Service First Real Estate. Susan, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
I haven't had a chance to speak with you yet, but I'm excited to hear about your real estate input. I have a few questions to ask you. Let's jump right into it. The housing dilemma that I'm hearing about in your area, what's that all about?
Well, the dilemma starts with the inventory. Backing up with that is who's buying homes today. And breaking it down, the millennials are the strongest in our market. They are the biggest amount of buyers. And they're competing for homes with the counterparts being the baby boomers. So the sons and daughters may be looking for the same houses that their parents are trying to buy. So the dilemma comes with the inventory. When two large groups of home buyers like this are competing for the same home, it does create an inventory shortage.
When you speak about millennials, are you seeing just first-time home buyers in particular? Or are you seeing, first of all, what is, I guess, giving the encouragement for these millennials to jump in and be first-time home buyers? Because a lot of time, for a long time, we saw a lot of hesitation from millennials, right? They want to get their feet wet in their industry they're working in and then buying a large property or investment. So in this case, what are you seeing with millennials getting the courage they have to be home buyers?
Well, I think they're very financially strong. They're wise, they have great jobs, and they've kind of looked at a different home. So they're not out there trying to buy the biggest, the grandest home. They're trying to buy the right house, the right sized home.
So we're seeing more of a minimalist trend, correct?
Yes,
Gone are the days of the
are.
big homes now. People want what's comfortable, what's easy, and what's accessible these days.
Right, what's very easy maintained. And that's why their parents are downsizing to the same house that they might be looking at.
What's some advice that you have maybe for both, actually, for millennials and baby boomers looking to get into the real estate market?
Well, they do need a very educated agent to help them and coach them first. They do need to be prepared. They need to be financially prepared. The baby boomers themselves, dependent upon if they need to sell their home first or if they're in temporary housing waiting for the right house. They have the financial wherewithal to be able to be very strong on that end. While the millennials, they are wise, quick to react, watching internet for the first lead or information about that house. So they're preparing themselves a little differently. They're working with a good lender, getting pre-approved, being strong in the market in that way, but also being wise on grabbing that house, making a good offer, and really getting into the buying process very quickly.
Okay, and with that said, switching gears, you have a property you'd like to highlight on the American Dream, right? Talk more about that.
I do. We have a gorgeous home, and the house is on 1 acre. It's 252 Dardine Farms Drive, a ranch, custom built, original owners. In fact, he is the builder who's lived in the home. It offers full finish in the walkout lower level, 3-car oversized garage, granite, tile, gorgeous amenities within the home, and just loaded with those options in move-in ready condition.
Everyone likes a move-in ready turnkey home, right? Sounds lovely.
That is correct.
Thank you.
And, you know, kind of talking about what we were talking about with the millennials and the baby boomers, this is in an area that both of those folks really like to live in because it's accessible by golf cart to dining, shopping. That walkable community is what both of those sources are looking for.
As I say in real estate, location, location, location.
That's right.
Very good. Thank you, Susan, for joining us. We'll see you guys next time, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching American Dream. We have more to come. Stay with us.
We've got some fresh new young talent doing some things that I know you haven't heard before.
1, 2, 3, listen.
What I love about you, Grant, is that there's a lot of people out there right now, and they're preaching bullshit, right? There's a lot of snake oil salesmen that live online now, and I've followed you, gotten to know you. You really live what you talk about. I mean, 10X isn't just some brand. Like, you're actually someone who invests time, energy, and capital into growth. Where does that inspiration come from? Because it's definitely real, man.
In the beginning, years of me being an entrepreneur, I didn't spend any money. I didn't have any employees. I had a half of an employee. I worked out of my office. I did everything on the cheap.
What year was this?
This is, late 90s.
Okay.
Even for the first 20 years, though, of my career, like if you go back and look at what I was doing, I was a speaker and a consultant on how to grow a business, but I didn't have a business.
Okay.
And I hated it.
Yeah.
Because every time I'm talking to a guy about growing a business, when I went back to my hotel that night, I was just selling time.
Sure.
I was the guy you were describing.
Why do you feel so much more confident today?
I got 115 employees that 30 of them probably will become millionaires.
Wow.
I'm not Facebook. I'm not Amazon. Like, I'm not doing this on the backs of Wall Street. This is now I'm orchestrating a business. This has all happened in the last 8 or 9 years.
Incredible.
Yeah, when you take the lid off of, that's why I'm so passionate about what I talk about, because when you take the lid off of this idea that you're going to work from home that's so popular today.
Yep.
You're going to be a consultant or an advertiser or a marketer from your bedroom, and you're going to make millions of dollars. It doesn't matter. You're still not going to be a business.
The online world creates so much opportunity, but there's also so much phoniness to it, right? And I'm in the middle of writing a book right now called American Dream 2.0, and it's talking about the digital age, connectivity, but you can't ignore work ethic and real relationships and building social capital. And I think if you can bring those worlds together, it's probably the greatest opportunity in the history of mankind.
I mean, look, you left San Diego to come to Miami to build your business out. You can't.
You got to get here.
You can't do everything on Facebook and Instagram. There's still got to be somebody putting time and energy and resources and risk. I really admire that about what you guys are doing with American Dream.
Well, you know, and think about that term, the American Dream. A lot of people say it's dead, right? And the moment you stop dreaming, I think, is the moment that you're dead. Tell us what's next for you. So you got a big event coming up, but give us 3, 5, 10 years. Where do you think you go from here?
You know, I have a company that I think I can take to $10 billion. My goal is to build the biggest real estate company, privately held real estate company in the country.
So you're still inspired, still hustling.
Yeah, still excited. We just, just released a book. It was the best release of any book I've ever done by 10 times.
Wow.
And so we're excited about a lot of stuff. I want to make the people that either partner with me or work with me to be, to do as well as I'm doing, if that's possible. And I think it is.
We're really inspiring people, man. As I was driving over here, we're posting, doing the social media thing too, and I can't tell you how many messages I'm getting from people telling me to thank you.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Man.
Yeah, so I hope you get that on the day-to-day, but I just want to share that with you. Yeah. Appreciate you having us out here.
Thank you, man. A lot of fun. Appreciate you, okay? We'll take it up in the air next time.
Yeah, let's do it.
Welcome back to the American Dream. Our next guest is Brian Sohn. He's a realtor with the Sohn team at Remax Gold. Welcome back, Brian. Nice to see you again.
Good to see you, Sophia. Thanks. It's good to talk to you.
Yeah. So let's get right into it. This is for our buyers out there. What are the things they need to consider when looking for a home?
Yeah, so when you're looking for a home, obviously everybody considers the bedroom and the bathroom and those things that are exciting and you see from television shows, but you really need to consider the whole package. Your location, what's around you, whether you want a country view or a water view, or how close you are to the shopping and parks. Those things really affect your ability to appreciate your home on a daily basis.
Yeah, and I'm sure you have this conversation all the time with clients, right?
Right. So, I think one of the things that takes so long for people to buy a house is they are thinking about one thing at a time. They work through, this is what I want for this. And they don't think about the full picture. And I think usually once they understand that there's a bigger picture to look at, then they understand that there's going to be compromises in some things. You're not going to find the perfect bathroom in every house, but that bathroom may be good enough because you get these other things that are going to be important in the long run.
Definitely. So they just need to pinpoint what's really important to them, right?
Right. It's coming up with that. It's always a process of compromise, but where do you want to compromise and what are the things you don't want to leave out of that equation?
Okay. So that does make a lot of sense, and that's a great, thing to start thinking about what's really important to you. But so how would location affect the appreciation of your home, the home that you're buying? Yeah.
So where we live, Washington, Missouri, Washington has a lot of shopping and has everything you need on a daily basis. It's good. We look at that we're self-sustaining and we go to St. Louis for fun. It's really our playground. But when we're still a rural area, so you don't have to go too far, and you're 20 minutes from the grocery store, or, you know, to get your car fixed on a Saturday, you have to, you know, drive 20, 30 minutes to the shop to drop it off, and that starts eating up your daily life and your ability to appreciate and enjoy the home that you think you're going to be spending time in. And so when you can make that daily life enjoyable when you get off work and on the weekends, that helps appreciate your house more.
Yeah, it sounds like it. So what is the thing that most buyers are overlooking when they're searching for their home? Would it be along those lines?
Yeah, it's kind of that same point. Most buyers, they overlook the big picture. And I did this myself when I bought my first house. I bought it about 15 minutes from town, and when we had our first child, it became a bed. And we would pack a bag every day, and we'd go into town, and we ended up having supper at a friend's house or with my in-laws, and then we'd go back home and go to bed and do it again. And so the house that we really enjoyed, and to this day we still think it was a great house, it lost its luster. And the things that were really important when we bought it really didn't have as much of a draw or an entanglement in our hearts anymore, because we didn't get to enjoy them because we were always away.
Yeah, almost more of an inconvenience in certain ways, and your house didn't feel like a home as much.
Right, that dream turned into an inconvenience, and so we had to find a new location.
Yeah, okay, so these are awesome tips. I kind of want to talk about your listing too. You have a great listing to tell us about.
Yeah, so this is 2351 Firecrest Court in Washington, Missouri. This is it's a 2-year-old house, so really it's been lived in light. It's new construction that already has the yard in, full grass. Grass looks great. Has a fenced-in backyard, so if you have pets, that's awesome. It has a walkout basement. But it's $289,900. It's priced just right in the market. It's still priced at the new construction price, and they're not hitting you for the things that they've done to improve it.
Sounds wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Those tips are invaluable, and it was nice talking to you, and we'll see you again soon.
It's always good to talk to you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for being on.
More of American Dream coming up after this.
Hi, this is Christina Swyers with the American Dream, and I am interviewing the owner of Bar 3 St. Louis, Melissa Stolze. Thank you so much for being here today, Melissa.
Oh, thank you for having me. I feel honored.
Oh, wonderful. So I am here today, and I just really want to talk to you a little bit about Bar 3 and what Bar 3 is. So tell us.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Bar 3 it's a full body workout for everybody. Clients walk away feeling empowered from within. They feel amazing. We combine cardio, strength training, and mindfulness all in one.
Wonderful. So tell me a little bit about the community and about why someone would actually want to come to the studio and take a Bar 3 workout.
So there's so many different ages and walks of life that come in to our studio, through our studio doors. You never know what anybody is carrying with them. From younger 20s all the way up to, we have members who are in their 70s, and they love it. So they come in for many, many different reasons. Some are sporting an injury. Some are athletes who want to continue to train their muscles in a different way that helps combine with the other activities that they do throughout their lives.
Okay, great. So tell us a little bit about why Bar 3 is different maybe than other workouts out there, because there are a lot of things out there in the community, especially in St. Louis, that people can have the options to do. So why is this a good workout for just the general population? Why should somebody do this?
It's really about total body. We're busy. All of us are busy. We know the drill, right?
Yes.
Giving ourselves the hour, but getting everything in that 1 hour that we need. That cardio burst, you know, the small range of movement, the large range of movement, so that you can walk away knowing that you don't have to go add another hour of cardio training. It's about total body. And clients really like to come in here because of the way they leave, that endorphin high whenever they leave out, they walk out the studio. I have so many of my members and clients who they walk in and they're like, I crave Bar 3, like I need it, I missed it after a few days. And then they walk out and they say, I carry it with me throughout the rest of my day. I stand taller, that primary posture. So they have so many benefits that they receive from coming to the studio.
Oh, great. Well, that sounds like a wonderful workout. You make me want to do it. So tell us a little bit about your community involvement. I know that you own this studio here in Creveport. You also own the studio in De Pere, and you do a lot of involvement outside of the Bar 3 workout here. So what kind of stuff are you doing for the community?
Yeah, I love that you asked that. One of our core values for Bar 3 is a franchise, and one of our core values is giving generously, and it is about giving to community, building community, always giving back. In the month, actually this weekend, we have a team for the St. Jude Walk Run, which is Saturday, so the month of September, every year annually. And then every year we have a Thanksgiving canned food drive, and we bring in pounds and pounds and pounds of food our community brings in, and we give free classes for if they bring in 3 cans, which is great community building. And just anytime we do donation-based class, breast cancer awareness is in October, we always have a weekend of donation-based classes, and so we give back, and we give the money for breast cancer awareness.
Oh, that's wonderful. So it sounds like anybody could really participate in this, even if they're not a current Bar 3 member. Is it somebody, if they were new and they wanted to, donate or become involved, they could do that? And so how would somebody get a hold of you here at the studio if they wanted to inquire more about Bar 3 and about those things?
Absolutely. So they could email us at stl@bar3.com and just reach out and say, I saw the segment and I would love to come in and try a free class. There's always, if they go to our website as well, they can see when we have our donation-based classes. But if they reach out and just say, I want to come in and give it a try, we would love to host you in studio and have your first visit on us.
Oh, that's great. Okay, wonderful. So if you're watching right now, you can always reach out and send her an email or give her a call. One of the other things I wanted to touch on a little bit is the difference, besides just coming into the studio. Are there other options? What kind of sets this workout apart? Is there daycare here? What are the amenities that somebody can find here beyond just coming into the studio and working out?
Another great question, Christina. So we have it all here. You walk in the door, we got your back. We have the props. All you need is a water bottle. Bring your kiddos because we have childcare, play lounge, and we have amazing staff on hand to take care of the little ones. And then we have showers at both studio locations for a lot of our clients want to come in, take a quick shower, rinse off, everything you need.
What about if someone can't come into the studio? Is this something that they could do at home on their own, or are there online classes? Or talk a little bit about that, about Bar 3.
Yeah, so Bar 3, obviously Bar 3, I had mentioned it's a franchise. We have 147 studio locations. They're obviously not everywhere, and if it's not convenient or you don't have that full hour to give in studio, they could always do Bar 3 online workouts.
Oh, wonderful.
They are out there, which we have. It's about total body, whole body health. So we have recipes, we have online workouts, and just little tidbits about how to walk away feeling amazing and what you can do to have healthier and mindful bodies.
Well, that sounds wonderful and encompasses everything. So if you're traveling, you can either use the online workouts or find another studio.
Absolutely.
Surely you can find one.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today and highlighting your lovely studio here. Again, if you need to reach out to Melissa about Bar 3 and have any questions, you can always send her an email or give the studio a call. Thanks so much, and we appreciate you joining us today.
So that's all for today's episode of The American Dream. Look, the American Dream is about overcoming adversity or dreaming big. Hope you enjoyed today's show, always combating negative media. Don't forget you can follow us on social media. See you next week.